So yesterday, I know it doesn't really help because it's today, but yesterday I started this mead making kit. Sarah, why would you do that? The first time I had mead was...
This is a reminder. Yeast.
See, I set myself reminders that said, this is a reminder, yeast. You'll see what I'm about to do. So maybe like 24 years ago or so, I had my first mead ever. I was at like, it's not a Ren fair, it's like LARPing. Don't get it twisted, I didn't LARP, but like my ex-husband was an occasional LARPer. And we went to war a couple times. And I came across a mead maker, and I do love alcohol. I love wine and stuff too. And this stuff tasted like honey, and it was wine. And it was before I kind of like got a real good taste for wine. I was like young, right? So yeah, kind of turned me on to wine because it was like so sweet and it tastes like honey, and I'd never ever had anything like that before. I bought like a case of it, and I think I was probably like 22 maybe. You know, and when that case was gone, I was really sad because we didn't have a way to make any more, and that was like a bummer. That was like a super long time ago. It was like 3 lifetimes ago. Fast forward to now, and it seems like you can get like a kit to make just about anything, really. Like there's kits for IPAs or whatever. I just bought a bonsai kit too. You know, you can buy a kit for anything. So I bought this mead making kit. There, the mead making kit. Make your own honey wine. I also had honey mead recently too at a Ren fair, and then I also had it in 2019 when I went to Prague. Oh yeah, when I went to Prague. But it just seems like it's not always like easy to find, so I thought, well, I'll try to make it myself. So yesterday, I put this concoction together. The kit comes with like pretty much everything you need except for the honey and the water. I had to wait for the honey to come in. Oh, also, I guess bottling. I bought some glass bottles. They're away. I'll show you another time. The jug came like this, and this thing, whatever this thing is called, what they call it in the... I mean, it has instructions, thankfully. I like following instructions. They call this thing an airlock and a rubber stopper. So yeah, I put all this whole thing together. It wasn't that difficult. I guess the thing that scared me the most is keeping everything clean. They talk about like how if you don't sanitize it properly, the whole thing will be... And you know, after doing something for, how long is this supposed to take? Over a month. It's supposed to take over a month, you know? So after doing something for a month, you kind of don't want to screw it up. So I was like super nervous, and there's like all this honey involved, and I kept on wanting to like lick my fingers. And I was like, and then I didn't. And I kept on washing my hands. So hopefully this turns out, because I really want to drink it. And also, I would like to do it more than once, you know? Like I would like to be encouraged, like, hey, it's worked out, do it again. Cross my fingers, cross your fingers for me, please. So what I did was I put the honey in there, and then I put some water in there, and then not all the honey, you put just like some of the honey, and then you shake it up, and then you put a little more honey, and you put a little more water, and you shake it up, a little more honey, a little more water, and you shake it up. That's what I did yesterday. It was probably would have been really cool to see that, but I didn't think about filming it until today. Today is day 2. The alarm that just went off was like, hey, put yeast in there. So it says, after a full 24 hours of fermentation, you will need to degas your mead to release the CO2 buildup and prepare it for the next dose of yeast nutrients. These next few steps can create a geyser of foam if you don't work slowly and in small increments. I'm already scared. Working slowly is like not my forte. Okay, we advise reviewing steps 7 through 9 before you begin. I agree. Okay, so it says remove the airlock, that's this whole thing, and begin degassing your mead by slowly swirling the sealed jug, holding the stopper in place. So, okay. And start gently and stop as needed to allow foam to dissipate. Once foam subsides, begin to swirl more vigorously for at least 2 minutes. This process helps release buildup CO2 and keeps yeast healthy. 2 minutes of this big jug. It's 3 pounds, well, 2.5 pounds of honey, and then the jug, and then the water. I had to shake it yesterday a couple times for like a whole minute. That's not really that easy. So, good luck. I'll just start then, right? Remove the airlock. Slowly swirling the sealed jug, holding the stopper in place. This is the airlock, right? I'm removing the right thing. I'm always like so nervous that I'm doing it wrong, Okay, nothing happened. So there's that. Then, here we go. Start gently and stop as needed to allow the foam to dissipate. I'm supposed to swirl the sealed jug. Now, what if it doesn't foam? I guess I could just stop this whole process right away if it doesn't foam, right? No, Granny, you can't help. Was I supposed to put the yeast in here first? Shit, it's not foaming. Quiet. I'm making a video, Granny. Okay. I don't know. It's swirling the steel jug. Hold the stopper in place. Start gently and stop as needed to allow foam to dissipate. Wow. I've got no foam yet. Oh, a little bit. That's hardly foam. It's hardly foam. Begin to swirl more vigorously for at least 2 minutes. Okay, well, my dog, she doesn't want me making this video. That's granite. Go lay down. Go. Mom's making a video. Don't give me a hard time. Be quiet. Shh, just sit there and be quiet, okay? Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, starting now.
And to be honest, I'm already discouraged because I just don't feel like this is enough foam. Like, they make it sound like it's crazy. It's not crazy. Ugh. Okay. I already worked out today once. Like, come on, really? So, Alexa, off. This is, it's a little foamy, right? Once your meat is degassed, pour. Alexa, stop. I already fucked up. Did you see what I did? This is supposed to be water. Alexa, stop. She doesn't always listen. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Alexa, stop the timer. Finally. Okay, once your meat is degassed, pour half of day 2/day 5 yeast nutrients into a small bowl. Okay, well, I don't know what to do with this because it's supposed to be sanitized and I just fucked it up. And we'll just leave it there for now. I think I put everything back in the box. Yahoo! You gotta sanitize this stuff in this special stuff they give you. I don't know what that's about, but now I'm like scared to sanitize it with something else because what was that stuff? It was some sort of weird white powder. I don't know, can I sanitize this with rubbing alcohol now? Or maybe my counters are just magically clean enough that I don't have to worry about it. They don't say anything about like where I should sit this while I'm doing this whole process. Anyways, looking for day 2, day 5 yeast. Yeah, add half. All right, so a bowl, 1 bowl. I'll open this. Right, half a day 2, yes. this smells bad. You know what this smells like? I don't want to tell you, but I bet you could figure it out. It's not bread. It's not beer. I mean, half is such a like vague amount. Half. Okay, so it's in a bowl. It's thinking at my house. 30 feet. Or you didn't figure that out yet. Right, remove the rubber stopper. It says to scoop out the contents from my bowl and very slowly sprinkle it in. It says mead will immediately begin to foam. Swirl it to help it dissipate. Okay, it says a quarter. Again, I hate these stupid measurements. Can we just be a little bit more precise? Like I want them to say 1 teaspoon or something, right? Maybe it's not that big a deal, but it's freaking me out. Here we go. Woohoo! Nothing happened. Nothing still happened. It did not immediately begin to foam, which I am so nervous about. Like, should I just quit now? I don't know. Mead will immediately begin to foam. It did not. But I'm gonna swirl it around. It says swirl it to help it dissipate, but nothing happened, so. Then it says once the foam subsides, there was no foam. Continue adding the rest of day 2 in tiny increments. This is disappointing already. I feel like this is gonna be a failure. Why is it not foaming? Isn't there a troubleshooting section? Like, help! My mead is not foaming. What if they gave me bad yeast? I mean, I kind of feel like most yeast is bad, but I guess it depends on where it's found. Tell you, nothing's happening with this yeast. This is maybe it's like a lemon. Dud. This yeast is a dud. Maybe did I skip a step or something yesterday? But I was like super careful yesterday. I read and reread. Alexa, quiet. This chick. I took extra effort yesterday to make sure I followed all the steps. There's no foam. Okay. It didn't take 5 minutes because there was no foam. I'm like I said, I feel like I should just quit. What is the rest of this stuff in here? This says day 2 and day 5, yeast nutrients. That's what I'm saying, but what is this? Wine yeast. When do I put that in? Good question, right? I'm gonna look. I may have fucked up. So they have something in here called yeast, and then something called yeast nutrients. You can understand why that would be confusing, right? Yeah. Okay, so yesterday, I think I was supposed to put the yeast in. Yeah. Okay, so yesterday I was supposed to put in the yeast packet, and you know, fuck it. That was yesterday. Today's today. I'm gonna do it now. I mean, if it's messed up, it's already messed up, right? No wonder why it wasn't foaming, but it's probably gonna foam a lot now, right? How are they gonna that's a flaw in this. It's like you shouldn't label something yeast and yeast nutrients. Duh. There was no foam there. I guess maybe I'll need to sit overnight or something to foam. Who knows? See? I mess up so you don't have to. It's either gonna be bad or it's gonna be very bad. I'm just gonna put it all in there. Nothing's happening anyway. Was I supposed to shake forever afterwards? No. Okay. So, fuck it. Shit's in there now. I'm just gonna put this stopper back in, I think. Let's see. So, I need to put some more water in this thing. Alright. The water's in there. The thing's in there. You know, it's either you just throw it all out right now. Oh, look. There's some yeast in the top there. Let's take this out. Yeah, it's either I just throw the whole thing out now and be like, oh, I screwed up. Or I just keep on trucking and that's what we do. Hopefully it'll turn out. Yeah, so 3 days I gotta degas again. And then 6 to 20 days degassing more. So we'll see what happens. This is day 3, which technically I'm not supposed to do anything on day 3, but since I screwed up like day 1 and then hence screwed up day 2, I figured, I don't know, I should probably do something. I'm gonna go ahead and do day 2 today. I already put the yeast nutrients in though, so I'm just gonna start swirling and shaking. I think that there will be foam. I think there might be a lot of foam. I'm a little nervous about it, to be honest with you. And it says, swirl the seal jug. I'm swirling. Oh yeah, we got foam now. Oh, this little thing wants to shoot out. Oh, hey, okay. Let's see. This little plug wants to shoot out. Okay. Swirl the jug, hold the stopper in place. You definitely have to hold the stopper in place because you can feel it like moving. I guess I'm gonna do this a couple times. Kind of smells, but it smells like food now, not like it smelled yesterday. See, this is the foam that I was looking for yesterday. Uh-oh. Okay, my index finger is apparently not strong enough to hold that in. Now, yesterday I was supposed to shake vigorously for 2 minutes. I don't think that's a good idea because I feel like it might explode. I'll shake mildly, vigorously. Let's see what happens. Yeast is such a weird thing, right? We make alcohol with yeast, make bread with yeast, and then like yeast can be in all kinds of various parts of our body. You know, that's what athlete's foot is. I can see where this could be dangerous. See all that foam? It wants to shoot right out. Here, I'm gonna like slowly let my thumb off of it. Hey. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, starting now.
Oh, sorry. Don't do that. Ah. Did you see that pop out on me like that? Jeez. Okay. It's almost like the liquid is growing, right? Ooh. Stopper back in there. There we go. Now this isn't exactly how they explain to do it, but I'm a little nervous, but I'll go ahead and try it. I feel like this shit's gonna shoot everywhere. Keep it around. about that time. Okay, we haven't had a disaster yet. Okay. Yo, it sounds like wet farts. Okay, Alexa, off. Alexa, stop. I'm gonna like do a couple more shakes. I'm gonna get all this stuff on the bottom. Like, ugh. If there is stuff on the bottom, right? All right, all these bubbles are coming up. It's kind of cool to watch it. But I think I'm done there. I'd already put the stuff in from yesterday, and now I'm not supposed to do anything until day 5. Alexa, set a reminder.
What's the reminder for?
Degas Mead.
When should I remind you?
Thursday at 4 p.m.
Okay, I'll remind you Thursday at 4 p.m.
All right. Well, that's all for today. So I'm glad that there wasn't an explosion, although that would have been cool to see, right? We'll see what happens Thursday.